today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make my favorite blueberry muffins. So I already started off and I washed my hands, so they're nice and clean. According to cdc.gov, it's going to help prevent cross-contamination in my food, so it will be nice and clean for you guys to eat. And then I'm going to preheat my oven to 375 degrees. Alright, so now that's heating up. So for my ingredients, I have them already pre-measured out here. So I have 1.5 cups of butter. I have my 3 cups of sugar, 3 eggs, or 6 eggs, sorry, 6 cups of flour, and then here I have a tablespoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of baking soda, nutmeg, clove, and salt. And then I have 2¼ cups of buttermilk and a big bowl of blueberries that are washed and dried. All right, so to start this recipe out, I have my sugar measured in here, and I'm just gonna add my 1.5 cups of butter to it. The butter is already softened to room temperature, so we're just gonna put this all in here. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on my little KitchenAid board. So now that that's smooth and fluffy, we're gonna be adding our 6 eggs. Oh, you can see my sous chef Phoebe down here. Phoebe. Say hi. She's always around if there's food. I'm gonna wash my hands again now. Okay, now I'm gonna add the eggs. It says to put them in one at a time. All right, so now that that's done, I'm gonna be doing my dry ingredients next. So I have a little sift, so I'm gonna be sifting all my dry ingredients together. So first I'm gonna start out with my 6 cups of flour. Right, now that I got the flour in there, I'm gonna do the same with my baking soda, my baking powder, my nutmeg, my salt, my cloves. Just put that all in here. And then now I'm just gonna mix those together. The reason that we mix the wet and the dry ingredients separately is just to make sure that everything's evenly dispersed in the dry ingredients, and then it also helps us to avoid over mixing, according to freshfarm.org. Alright, so I'm just gonna mix these up. It smells really good. I can smell like the nutmeg and the cloves. Alright, now that that's all mixed, I'm going to be adding this and the buttermilk into that mixture. I'm going to alternate adding some of this and some of the buttermilk. So I'm going to start with my little 1/4 cup of buttermilk. When you put powder in the mixer, you have to make sure you go slow, because if you go fast, it's going to fly up and hit you. Alright, now that that's done, I'm going to be removing the bowl from the stand so I can fold in the blueberries. Because we don't want to use the mixer for the blueberries because we'll squish them up, they're too delicate. Alright, now we're going to fold in our blueberries. This is about just 2 containers of blueberries. I'm just going to start with like half of it, because I don't know how much it's gonna actually be when I mix it all in. And also for this recipe, if you want, you can do frozen blueberries or you can do fresh blueberries. I prefer fresh, so that's what I'm doing today. But it's really up to you. Finished folding the blueberries in, and that's what the batter looks like. So I'm going to grab my lined muffin tins and I'm going to fill these up. All right, so after using most of my batter, I have a little bit left in there. that most of it's done. I was able to get 36 muffins out of it. So I'm going to put these in the oven for 20 minutes. All right, for the glaze of the muffins, it's super simple. It's only 3 ingredients. I actually decided to quadruple this one instead of tripling it, just to make sure that I have enough for all the muffins. So the ingredients are just melted butter. You can't really see, I don't want to spill it. Sugar, and then we're going to get some orange zest. So I'm just gonna start by adding the sugar to the melted butter. And then, I mean, I'm sure you guys know how to zest an orange, but just in case you didn't, basically just this. Okay, so I just finished zesting the oranges. It only took me 4 oranges to get enough. And now I'm just gonna mix it all together. And usually for this, I just adjust the ratio until I get the consistency that I want. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar because it's a bit more liquidy than I would want it to be. So I'm just gonna add another 1/3 cup of sugar. All right, so now the glaze is done and I just have to wait for the muffins to finish baking. The 20-minute timer went off, but I accidentally filled the tins up a bit too high, so they need to cook a little bit longer. All right, so now I have my muffins are done out of the oven and they're all cooled off, and I have my glaze ready. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glaze all of the muffins. Right now the glaze is kind of like liquidy, so it's nice and easy to put on, but it will, once it cools down, it will like solidify, so it won't cause such a big mess. Okay, I just finished glazing all the muffins and that's it. We're all done.